Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more of the Cities Skylines Atlantis episode 7 with our series here. And believe it or not, these houses are pretty damn underwater. In fact, this bridge here, this bridge system is about to be underwater as well. So we're kind of doing a little bit of a closing out of the series here because I don't think I'm going to be able to survive much longer. I want to speed it up and just see where things go. I'll let the money pile up and I'll keep building up the hill or doing a couple things as things go forward. But yeah, I wanted to kind of give it a proper closure, right? Because it wouldn't be right without a proper closure. Believe it or not, the population's getting pretty close to stabling out, which is kind of neat. The water, you can literally physically see it rise above the bridge. The train tracks are completely just underwater. Not any possible way there. You can see our old wall down there. It's just creepy almost, right? Like to think that at one point the water was that low. I mean, you can see it right over here. It's way under there. I did build it up and around here, but a lot of good that did for me. It's rising up. Now the water's going to hit probably this plane right here. And as it kind of comes up this way, it's going to, you know, it's never going to get up here hardly. It's going to take forever to do that. I'm just kind of letting the money take over as well. People are putting houses up in this area finally. I know people aren't happy with all of this, but I did want to keep building up residential. A lot of this stuff that's over here I could pick up and move up here, which would make sense to do, so I'm probably going to do that. Like this clinic here. And then it all depends, I guess, on where you build up, right? But that'll make all those people happy. These people down here I don't really care about as much. I just want to move this stuff before the water gets any higher and becomes a problem. Nice. So that's all of that moved. Look at the water actually come up this back end here. Crazy. Probably take a while before it gets up here, but maybe not. I do know what would prevent it from getting much higher over here, and this wall would help. But without... I feel like without the ability to build it over here, what's it matter, right? But that's actually underwater. And this is a complete loss. As you can see. It's only a matter of time. Boy, I can't believe... You know, I want to try something. The water that's actually coming through here is causing a lot of headache. I know that this water level's higher, but I feel like it's not helping having this. I would love to try to dig this out and make a difference. I know it's really expensive to do. In fact, I wonder it would probably be cheaper if I could do that. That's kind of what I want. Let's see. Let me actually did do a little bit of what I wanted. Oh. Don't have enough money. Can I take more loans just for the hell of it? See if we can eat this up here. Doesn't have to be a big channel. Just a small channel through the mountain. Very expensive small channel that makes the water run backwards. Because this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if it would help. Why, crap, I did it too low. Let me... do that there. Alright, let me do this here. I ate all my money. That was close. Wow, it was really close actually to getting that through. I'll let my money tick up a little bit more. It's kind of running backwards, really close. Because this right here is like what I'm worried about, right? So I just wanted to play around and see if I could do something about that. If I get this to run backwards, then block it here, if it would make a difference. It would at least stop it flowing like this, right? Now, would that do anything? I don't know. Oh, crap. I messed it up. I messed it up. I had it and I messed it up. I kind of got it now. I didn't have to do a whole lot over here. I think I just would have to get enough here. Too much soil? Start building up here. Might turn on unlimited money just to try this. I wanted to see if this would work. See if I can do that. I don't know if I can get to it from here. I don't think so. But I know I can go turn it on in a second. Look at all this water budget. Doesn't really save me any money though. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Got a little bit more money. What is it? Let's see. What's it need? It's very close. Oh wait. Actually starting to get to run backwards a little bit. She's coming this way. As I close it up more here, more of it should run backwards. Aha! What's going on here? Why do I just have a wall of water? Is it not going to open up enough? I mean, I've definitely cut the amount of water coming down. I don't see why I can't cut this here completely. Look at it. It's a huge difference. It's not going to make a difference in a lot of things, but it's making a difference. Is it causing it to flow backwards? Have I actually effectively trapped this? No, she's going. She's going to go backwards. I actually could trap this. Now, it would have normally have... The water would have normally have probably just filled up and then overflown over this, but because I actually rerouted it towards a lower point, it's actually going to just run backwards down this hill. Cool. That's good to know. I've actually shut that water off. Now that doesn't help me in the grand scheme of things because that obviously still causes issues with the water raising. Now obviously it's going to run backwards down this hill and into the river here, so the water's going to keep raising. It's not going to stop raising, but it's not feeding down into here anymore, so that doesn't make a huge difference. This area here is actually really nice. Oh my god. Population's going up. We're gonna survive after all. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that we would have a population boom? And just like that, it's back in the negatives. I moved everything up onto here. Believe it or not, it would take a while for the water to rise up this level. I don't have any other way to combat the water. I'm curious, if I was to close this off, what would it do? Would it just flow higher? Or would it stop flowing altogether? It's getting higher. Am I right about that? There's a water source right here. And it actually would appear that it's not going to keep pumping so long as it's got no place to pump and it fills up. So I've actually stopped it completely. Holy crap. You mean to tell me this whole time I could stop those water sources? I mean, that doesn't make a big difference, but it helps. Doesn't help a lot. There's no way I could get to the other ones. I don't have the money or the resources. They're on the sidewall. I'd have to build really high up. I can see where they all are. You can see where the water's running down the side here. But that's something to keep in mind, especially if you're watching and you're thinking about taking this challenge on yourself. You can, well, some of you guys might have known this, but you can build around these water sources and shut them down. I've managed to build around this one, and it's going to stay like that. The other ones on the side, I'd have to buy up squares to get to them, which I can't do without growing the city fairly large to do it. And there's just too many of them. Way too many of them. But population's up and down right now. Money's okay. And power is okay. We've built high enough up onto the mountain that it's not going to be an issue for a while. It says I need more residential. That's a nice flat area. Getting a bridge there is one thing, though. That worked. Nice. Plenty of residential for everyone. Okay. Which we needed a lot of. Me. $1,400. Now people are moving houses in. If you could believe it. People are actually moving houses in. Nice. We're almost at population going up. Money's going up. It's not good, but it's not bad. And we're basically just working on getting businesses moved in and people moved in. I have a high request for residential, so clearly there's a population boom going on. People are building houses right along this ridge here. I could probably put a park in. I'm sure that would help with home value over here and probably help people to move in. So we'll do that. So you know what? The series isn't over yet. I'm just going to keep going. Why not? We're gonna keep going until eventually it doesn't make sense to go anymore. But so long as we're like this here, I don't see a problem with it. If these pumps are still working, I'm going to leave them. The rest of these, I don't know if it saves me money to destroy all these. I would imagine it's got to cost tax to maintain a certain amount of these, right? So it would only make sense to get rid of them eventually. I can check this right now. Let me go into the budget. $1,008.07. It's going down. Okay. So these might actually cost me money. And if I'm never going to get this land back, then it may as well go away. I know I got rid of the pumps. Oh no, I moved them up here. I didn't get rid of any pumps. Forgot I had moved them up there. So yeah, we're seeing money go up. So it's probably helping not having to pay for all this. I could probably just sever it. I don't think I have to get rid of all of these. I think once they're not active, you're not paying taxes on them anymore. We already got $10,000. Population's still going down though. That's a problem. And I don't see any way for me to be able to get the bridge to reconnect at all. And I can't take another loan to do it. Unless I survive long enough to do that, which I doubt. It doesn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Bridge is completely underwater. This mountain at this point is the only safe haven. It's the only place for people to be safe. Well, we're at the end of this episode. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep going, because at this point, why not? We did figure out that we could close this off. I don't know if there's any way I could... I don't know. We'll have to brainstorm a few things, but I'm going to keep pushing forward. So we'll just see where it takes us. We'll keep building up until we can't build up anymore. So I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.